Hi, this is just a quick video for you regarding your Seiko, and here's the donor that you sent. As you can see, hopefully let me zoom in for you so you can actually see. As you can see, that's ticking away currently now. I've swapped over the movements, which is fine, and obviously this one is ticking. Quite rightly, as you said, this one's functional, the other one was not. However, this particular movement, I've also swapped over your day wheel because the languages are different on the day wheels. One is Portuguese and one is Spanish, I think. I'd have to check, I'd have to double check that, but I've swapped over so that you've still got the same day wheel. However, I'm not 100% happy with this movement as is, and I'll show you why. I'll just remove the case and the crystal and that gasket there. And if you bear with me a second until I get some finger cots. Right, so it's got some finger cots on, that's better. So as you can see, it's ticking away. You'll see the edge of the dial is sticking up there. That's just currently because under spring pressure because of the battery, and the front case is not on, holding the dial down. So you can see that's ticking away fine, and it's keeping good time also, reasonable. Because I set that with the computer clock yesterday, which I'm just checking, and it's about right. It's about right, but I'm not 100% happy with this movement, this second movement that you've sent, and I'll show you why. Now, when you pull out the crown to set the time, so we'll wait for that to get to, there you go. So you pull out the crown to set the time, and the seconds hand stops, so you can set the time precisely. And when you're setting the time forward, it's fine, but it's very stiff. There's a lot of friction there, which too much for my liking, especially for a quartz movement for the setting works. And if you set it back, you can see it's actually bypassing the friction and it's forcing the seconds hand. That's way too much friction for my liking, and in the long run that's potentially going to cause some damage. So although it's staying stuck now, but obviously you saw that spin. So I have some suggestions for you regarding this and the other movement. The other movement, interestingly, I think is potentially recoverable. I've had a little bit of a poke around inside of it, and although, as I said to you, I do not primarily work on quartz movements, partly because my interest has always been with mechanical, but also because I don't have a lot of the specialist testing equipment, so my ability to do a lot of things on quartz is limited. But the old movement, which is in this one, which I've swapped over and is non-functional, has potential to be functional. Having had a bit of a poke around inside, I think it's primarily grime that's stopping things rather than a fault with the quartz components. However, the quartz components on this we know are good. So my thinking is along the lines of, if I was to service this movement for you, because it's designed to be disassembled and serviceable, unlike many cheap quartz. These were very, very good quartz movements in their day. And then should I need to, say, swap the coil or the board with the IC on, I could swap that over from the other movement, so you're keeping more of your original watch. I'm going to upload this video and then I will contact you, pop these aside for the moment, I'll contact you and we'll talk about what you want to do. As I say, I could leave this exactly as it is, ticking away as you can see and running reasonably okay, but I am concerned about the tightness of the friction in that one. Okay,